Hello fellow music lovers and rock stars, Paul Walker here, the founder of All Music Promotions. Today in this video I want to talk about a pretty serious topic, and that is how do you as an unsigned artist, an undiscovered band, fit in today's music industry world. I mean, we can all agree that since the late 90s and early 2000s, since the whole Napster and file sharing thing happened, the music industry changed forever. I mean, it's even changed since then to where we are currently today. It's had a few more, bumps along the road. So how do you fit in today's music industry world? Well, I believe it comes down to one thing. And today, I'm going to bust the biggest secret that the record companies don't want you to know. That's right. There's a secret that they're holding on to that they don't want you to know about. Because if this secret gets out, well, it's going to change the music industry again. And it's going to flick and change that balance of power from their favor into yours. And that's ultimately, what we want. I want to put the power back into the hands of you so that you can control your own musical destiny. So what do I mean by that? Well, what do we do here at All Music Promotions? Well, I'm going to give you a bit of a background, I guess, on who I am and what we do. In my teenage years and early 20s, I used to kick around in a few sort of heavy metal and rock bands. And, I absolutely know what it's like to struggle, to be frustrated, to try and get your friends or even just half a dozen people to turn up to a gig that you're playing. Or to stand out in front of a venue while a well-known band is playing, in your town, and to stand and try and hand out your free demo CDs to those, those fans who are coming out of that particular venue. To walk and pound the concrete pavements and putting up posters and handing out flyers, about your band, and then ultimately not really getting the result or the return that you wanted on all that effort. So, how does that apply to you? Well, in today's technology world and social media and the power of the internet, I absolutely believe there's an opportunity for each and every musician and artist out there, struggling band, to take the bull by the horns and start controlling your own musical destiny. And it comes down to two very powerful words, and this is the big secret that the record companies don't want you to know about. Before I reveal that secret though, what do we do here at All Music Promotions? Well, it's exactly that. I empower and I'm training, like-minded musicians, music lovers to learn how to build their own music career, or at least be able to start generating a profit from their own musical talents and skills. So it comes down to three simple words, and this is basically the mantra or the mission that All Music Promotions is built on, which is play, promote, and profit. All right, so you want to play music all day. Cool, I mean, that was my dream too. And I'm telling you right now, it absolutely is possible for you in today's technology world. I mean, you play music for yourself first and foremost because you love it and you enjoy it. But you play music because you want other people to experience it and get the same sort of joy that you get from playing music. That's a given. Promoting. You also need to know and understand how to promote your music to a wider audience, because the name of the game is to build up as many loyal fans as you can who are going to go out there and continue to spread, word of mouth, how great your music is, how great you are as a person, or how great you are as an artist or a band. So understanding how to promote yourself, it really is the name of the game. And then it comes down to profit. We all know that money makes the world go around. So the more money you can put into your back pocket, well, the bigger and longer you can perpetuate your own musical dream. And that's what we do here at All Music Promotions. We really focus on those three aspects of the music industry and, break it down, teach and train you how to understand it and how to apply it to your own musical career. So what's this big secret that the record companies are holding and they don't want you to find out? Well, as I said, it comes down to two very powerful words. And if you can understand it and grasp it and then start applying it to your own musical career, well, I believe that the music industry will change again and hopefully change for the better in regards to you and what will be available and how powerful you can be as a musical artist. So those two words are leverage and campaigning. Now you're probably thinking, okay, why is that so powerful? Or, how does that apply to me? Well, firstly, let's look at leverage. Obviously, record companies understand the definition of leverage and understand the power of it. You know, they've got hundreds, if not thousands, of musical artists on their roster, all going out, you know, recording songs, recording albums, touring and selling their merchandise. And all that money is being funneled back into the record company. Yeah, obviously the artists, you know, they get a slice of the pie. Obviously they wouldn't do it if they didn't earn something from it. But I believe that there's a way that we can flip that and have you as the artist, you know, earn much more of a great percentage, if not nearly 100% of those commissions that they're making from your own music. You know, and take out that middleman, which is the record company. They also understand campaigning. And that's the difference between, you know, probably what you're doing as an artist right now, where you're just in the promoting phase, which is just a one-off promotion, a one-off you know, media sort of thing where you're trying to tell people on Facebook or social media that, hey, we've got a song, or, you know, come like my website, or come like our band page. You know, it's probably not working out as great as what you thought it would be. And that's the difference between just doing a one-off promotion and understanding how a campaign works. So let me quickly sort of break this down for you so you understand. And this is absolutely, as I said, something that is available to you right now. And if you can understand this principle and understand how this works, you can absolutely apply this to your own musical career. So what's the end goal? Well, the end goal is to have, you know, that artist, whoever it is, you know, earning money for the record company. So let's say this is you. You're the artist, right? You want to earn and you want to have that musical career. So how does campaigning and leverage work for you? Well, instead of just what you're typically doing and saying, you know, I've got this song available on SoundCloud, or I've got the song available on iTunes, or, you know, please come like my website, and you're trying to build fans that way, or, you know, come like me on Facebook. That's all very well and good, but you want to be bigger than that. You want to be better than that. You know, you want to get to that proportion where, you know, your music is driving, you know, your career. So how do we campaign and how do we do that? Well, record companies understand that there's a system for campaigning, and it basically works to an end goal. Okay, so your end goal, for instance, is, we'll say it's an album release. Okay, so say this is your album. Record companies understand that from campaigning, it's not about just putting one out there, one ad or one TV promotion, or putting a post up on Facebook saying, hey, this album's coming out next week. You know, let's look at someone big. Let's look at someone like Justin Bieber. Okay, he's got over 40 million fans on Facebook and Twitter. You know, he's a massive, you know, viable entity in the music industry world. And if you don't know this, I mean, he built up a majority of those fans, you know, before he even signed a record contract. It's how he got a record contract. You know, he had a fan base of, you know, tens of thousands, and, you know, he had over 1 million hits on his YouTube videos before he actually got signed to a record label. So how does that apply to you? Well, if our end goal is to release an album, we know that, you know, we need to do some interviews. Well, in this case, Justin Bieber, you know, goes and does some TV or a magazine interviews. Then they'll release a single, okay? So it's the first single from that album. You know, so his fans are going out and they're buying that single, they're listening to it. It's getting played on, you know, musical TV and on the radio and all that type of stuff. Then what they'll do is maybe they'll do a TV spot for him, alright? So again, he's doing some more interviews. He'll go on a couple of, you know, TV shows, music channels, have a bit of a chat about the upcoming album, that type of thing, okay? Then he might go do a gig for his fans, you know, for fan club members or something like that. Something so special and unique to, again, keep building that anticipation. You know, he's going to play a couple of new songs and people want to be immersed in that and understand, you know, what this new album's going to be about, what the song's like, okay? Then from there, what does he do? Well, now he will release his music video for that single. Okay, so now, you know, we've got that single, it's up on music channels, now it's getting flogged to death on the music channels. Then what happens? Well, we get to the launch date where they release the album. Okay, and all through this process, he's building his fans that he currently already has, and potentially gaining new fans along the way. And each time, they're simply multiplying, okay? And as they multiply, they're getting bigger and bigger, they're getting more excited, they're getting pumped up, ready for this album release, so that when this album drops into record stores or it becomes available as a downloadable item on iTunes, these people are spending dollars to get it. And then what happens? Well, then he goes on tour. Right, so then again, all these fans are buying his concert tickets. Then what else happens? Well, then they start releasing all his merchandise, perfumes, clothing, jewellery, all that type of stuff. And this cycle just continues to repeat. So that's basically the understanding of running a campaign as opposed to just doing a one-off promotion. And that's really what the record companies don't want you to understand, is how to do this. Now you're probably thinking, oh well, that's all very well and good for the record companies, they've got millions of dollars of backing. Yeah, that's true. But I also believe there's an opportunity for you right now, with whatever resources you have, whatever financial, funding you have right now in your own, musical circumstance, the knowledge and the skills you have right now, to apply that and start building a same sort of thing. And obviously the more you do it, the more you campaign, do it in the right way, the more your fan base you can build. And that's exactly what we teach here at All Music Promotions. So if you'd like to know more and about what are the training that we provide, because, as I said, I got frustrated with not knowing and understanding this. So I've gone and partnered with some very smart business people and online marketers who in their own right have generated millions of dollars worth of sales in the online marketing world over the last 10 years. And all I'm simply doing is taking their campaigns and their marketing strategies and simply applying it to the musical industry world. For you as an artist, you can tap into these same marketing campaigns, these same marketing teachings and trainings, and apply that to your own musical career. That's why I think we can really change up how the record companies are still having so much control over the musical industry world. And that's why I believe by busting this myth and busting this secret wide open, you can absolutely take the bull by the horns and control your own musical career. Because if you understand the marketing principles, you understand how this works, you can apply it to your own musical career, and you can go as big and as far as you want to by simply applying these principles. And more so than that, we can generate you an income along the way as well. So heaven forbid if you don't make it as the next big thing or the next big rock star, you can still generate an income that will save you having to go to a job that you potentially don't like doing. So if you'd like to know how to do that, you'd like to know more about what we train here at All Music Promotions and how you can get yourself involved, well, go visit my website, www.allmusicpromotions.com. There you'll find a tab which will take you to my personal blog, where you can hear me give some more trainings. There'll be plenty more videos, other sort of training tips and strategies, and certainly marketing ideas that you can start applying now to your own musical career. There's also an opportunity there, as I said, for you to jump on board the same sort of marketing platforms and same sort of marketing strategies and tools and systems that I use to be able to tap into those same sort of things and apply that to your own musical career. So jump on my website, www.allmusicpromotions.com. Go check out what I have to offer there. And certainly if you like this presentation, stick around for my next video where I'll show you how you can start building your own fan base. Even if you've only got a handful of fans right now, or even if you've got a couple hundred or a couple of thousand, how can you start leveraging the fans you have right now to start building your own fan base? So check out for that video as I reveal how you can start building your fan base with some real simple and cost-effective tools and ways of doing that. To stay in touch and find out how you can get that next video, well, simply click on the link below. it'll take you to my blog where you can sign up for a free video where I explain this whole marketing campaign in a lot more detail and show you how that can apply and work for you as a musical artist. By signing up for that free video, you'll also become a part of my All Music Promotions newsletter, where, as I said, you'll get sent regular emails from me and learn, about the new trainings, new blog posts, and new marketing strategies that I have there for you. So if that sounds pretty cool and you want to be involved and find out more about how this can work for you, then as I said, simply click on that link below or visit my website www.allmusicpromotions.com and go check it out for yourself. So thank you so much for listening to this. Look out for that next video where I explain how to build up your own fan base and as I said, continue to offer you more training and more value. So this is Paul Walker signing out from my home office here on the Gold Coast, Australia. From All Music Promotions, I'd like to say thank you so much, and hopefully I'll see you on the stages of the world. Bye for now. See ya.